भरी भरी बसह अपार आहारा पतये जनक अनेक सुसारा दुरदला करत सहस पचीसा सकल सवारे अनुसीसा मत्त सहस रस सिंधुर साजे चिन्हरी दिसि कुंजर लाजे कनक बसन मणि भरी भरी जाना महिषी धेनु वस्तु विधि नाना श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम दाय जमित न सकिय कही दीन विदेह बहोरी जो अवलोकन लोकपति लोक संपदा थोड़ी श्री राम जय जय राम 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 सब समाज एहि भावी बनाई जनक अवधपुर दीन पठाई चली बरात सुनत सब रानी विकल मीन गन जनु रघुपाई पुनि पुनि सिय गोर करि देहि देहि शीस सिंहानु देहि होएहु संतत प्रिय प्यारी चिरुअहि बात असीस हमारी सासु ससुर गुर सेवा करेहु पति रुकलति आयसु अनुसरेहु अति स्नेह बस सती सयानी नारी धर्म सिक वही मृदुबानी सादर सकल कुंवर समुझाई प्राणिन बार बार उरलाई बहुरी बहुरी भेटहि महतारी कहहि विरंचिल चीकत नारी श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम तेहि अवसर पाइन सहित राम भानु कुल केतु चले जनक मंदिर मुदित विदा करावन हेतु श्री राम जय जय राम 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 चारि भाई सुहाई नगर नारी नर देखन धाई श्री उतार निवासु करहि निचावरी आरती महामुदित मनसासु श्री राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम देखी राम छवि अति अनुरागी प्रेम विवश पुनि पुनि पद लागी रही न लाज प्रीति उरचाई सहज स्नेह बरनि निजाई पाई न सहित उपति अगवाई चरस असन अति हेतु जेवाई बोले राम अवसर जानी सील स्नेह सकुच नय मानी राव अवधपुर चहत सिधाए विदा हो न हमहि बताए मानु मुदित मन आय सुदेव बालक जानी कर बहित नेम सुनत बचन बिलते रनिवास बोली न सकहि प्रेम बस सासु हृदय लगाई कुंवरी सब दीन पति न सौंपी गिनती अति कीनी श्री राम जय जय राम 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 करि विनय सिय राम ही समर्पी छोरी कर पुनि पुनि कहे बलि जाऊ तात सुजान तुम कहु विदित गति सब किया है परिवार पुरजन भूमि राजनी प्राण प्रिय सिय जानिनी तुलसी रसीलु सनेहु लकी निज हिम करी मानिनी तुम परिपूर्ण कामा जान शिरोमणि भाव प्रिय जन गुण गाहक राम दोष दलन करुणायतन सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय विजितो भाति कृतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठत् दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्येनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो जायागश्च पूरुषः पालोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं त्रिपादूर्ध्व उदयपुरुषः पारोऽस्येहाभवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामट शासनानशने अभि तस्माद् विराजजायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम महाराज की जय।
मंगल भावन अमंगल हारी
श्री राम
जय राम जय जय राम। द्रव औषध रथ अजर विहारी
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
प्राण जाई वरु बचन न जाई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
बिनु सतसंग विवेक न होई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
राम कृपा बिनु सुरवन सोई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
काहू न को सुख दुख करदाता।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
निज कृत कर्म भोग सब भ्राता।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
राम कथा के अधिकारी।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
के सत्संगति अति प्यारी।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
नहीं कलि कर्म न भगति विवेकु।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
राम नाम अवलंबन एकु।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
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 श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। साथी है मित्र गंग के जल बिंदु पान तक। अर्धांगिनी बढ़ेगी तो केवल मकान तक। परिवार सब लोग चलेंगे स्मशान तक। बेटा भी हक निभाएगा तो अग्निदान तक। इससे तो आगे, इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
जीवन ये 2 दिन का मेला रहेगा, कायम न जग का जमेला रहेगा।
जीवन ये 2 दिन का मेला रहेगा, कायम न जग का झमेला रहेगा।
जीवन ये 2 दिन का मेला रहेगा, कायम न जग का जमेला रहेगा।
जीवन ये 2 दिन का मेला रहेगा, कायम न जग का झमेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे भजन ही है साथी, हरि के भजन बिन अकेला रहेगा।
इससे तो आगे, इससे तो आगे, इससे तो आगे। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बू फलसारभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणम् नमामि पादपङ्कजम्। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला, या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता, या वीणावरदण्डवन्दितकरा, या श्वेत पद्मासना, या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता। सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती, सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती। निःशेष जाड्यापहार, गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म। तस्मै श्री तस्मै श्री गुरवे लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं नरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
गुरु बिन भवनिधि धरई न कोई, जो बिरंची सम हरे सम होई।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
बरे भाग मानुषतन पावा, सुर दुर्लभ सब ग्रंथ दिगावा।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
राम चरण बारिज जब देखा, तब निज जन्म सुफल करी लेखा।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
होई ही सोई जो राम रचि राखा, को करि तर्क बढ़ावे साखा।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
अवध तहाँ जह राम निवासु, दिवस हरि जह भानु प्रकाशु।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा
राम राम राम
सीता राम राम राम।
श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। Okay, so when we left it last night, The marriage of Bhagwan Sri Ram was completed. And all 4 brothers got married simultaneously. I mean, together, in one ceremony, in one arrangement. And we saw the details of that. Well, the tradition has it that after the marriage, there has to be a big banquet. In Trinidad, I think that is called a reception. But big banquet. And so, Janak Ji Maharaj, for all the people who had come from Ayodhya, arranged a massive banquet with all sorts of food and different types of things to enjoy there. And Tulsidas Ji himself, whenever there's something like that, Tulsidas Ji keeps on saying, who could describe the arrangements made for this banquet? And they actually, all the traditional things which we know, which we still do today, everything was there. They even had food on leaves, like we have food on leaves also. All that description is there. Ehi vidhi Ram biyahu chahu sakaina barari sahasa mukha jahu. Like that, the celebrations of the wedding of Bhagwan Sri Ram, even with 1,000 mouths, could not be described. With the banquet and everything, all the celebrations together, while they're eating, the musicians are playing music and the poets are telling poetry and so many things going on simultaneously, singing, the people singing festal wedding songs and different things like that, on and on. That was just before 3:1. No. Dashirath Ji also, very big part of the whole thing, you may not know, but there's an enormous amount of dan giving of dan. Dashirath Ji Maharaj called all the beggars and called from aside all the rishis, munis, brahmanas, pandit, this one, that one, everybody, and finally all the beggars also, and gave. The description is Payasi samahi su ananda and le boli puni jachaka brinda kanaka basana mahi mani haya gaya syanda de buji ruchi ravikula nanda. He gave to the beggars also gold and clothes and so many haya gaya elephants and to beggars, horses. To Siddhashi description, you see, just before 3:1. And in 3:1 now. Just after the wedding, still so many things to happen. बार बार कौशिक चरण सी सुनाई कहराऊ राम सी सुनाई कहराऊ यह सब सुख मुनि राज तव कृपा कटाक्षर पाऊ सिया Dasharath Ji Maharaj prostrates to Kausika Muni, Vishwamitra Ji, and Bara Bara Kausika hi charana si sunai kaharau. And then he said to Kausika Rishi, Yaha sabu sukh muriraja tava kripa kataksha pasau. Means, oh great sage, the festivities and the celebration and all the wonderful things which we are seeing here now, and the great fortune which I have experienced today, and our meeting of King Janak Ji Maharaj and the giving of all these brides to all of these grooms and all the big preparations and all the festivities and happiness and all such things which are happening, it is all because of your grace only. Kripa kataksha pasau means to say, you just gave one side glance and all of this happened. Dasharathji Maharaj doesn't take any of the credit for anything. And this is what makes him such a great soul. Doesn't take credit for anything which has happened. He gives the credit to the Rishi. The Rishi just gave a side glance. Kataksha drishti means just looking. And because the Rishi looked with that auspicious gaze, all these things happen. Kanaka saneha, Janaka saneha, Silu karatuti, Nripu sababhanti, Saraha vibhuti. And Janakji Maharaj also. Janakji's sneha, seal, kartuti, nripa, sababhanti, saraha vibhuti. The king also praised Janakji Maharaj after praising Kaushika Rishi. Praised Janakji Maharaj also. And Tulsidas describes him. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Din ut bida avadpati maga.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rakhi Janak sahit anuraga.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Nit nutan adaru adhikai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Din prati sahasvati pahunai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Jaya Raghu Rama.
Jaya Raghu Rama.
Jaya Sita Rama.
Jaya
Sita Rama. Syamvar Ramachandra ki jai. Wedding is over, banquet is over, all the celebrations and all the different people went to their respective ways and this and that. But the people of Ayodhya, they were still there in Janakpur. And now days passed. And Dasharathji Maharaj, as soon as the sun would rise in the morning, all the days, every day, as soon as the sun, Dina uthi, Bida Avadapati Maga, he'll ask Janakji Maharaj, okay, let us go now. Now let us give us permission to go. But Janakji Maharaj, Rakhahi, he'll keep him. No, you can't go yet. Janakji Maharaj will not allow him to go. Then we wonder here also. We wonder whether he is keeping him because of Sitaji or he is keeping him because he likes Dasharathji Maharaj. But you know how, only parents will know that, I cannot know. Mamta, yes. Whether Janakji Maharaj is keeping the whole party there because of Sitaji or what? Rakhi Janaku Sahita Anuraga. With great love to Siddhaji, right? He kept him. But it doesn't say love for who. Nitanutana adaru adhikai. And daily, new things, new joy came every day as they stayed. Dina prati sahasabhanti pahunai. Dina prati sahasa means प्रतिदिन हजारों प्रकार से मेहमानी होती है. In 1,000 ways they treated these guests who had come every day in different ways like that. बहुत दिवस बीते यही बात है. Like this many days, बहुत दिवस, many days passed. जनु स्नेह रजु बंधे बराती. like as though affection as a rope had bounded all of these Bharatis, all who had come from Ayodhya. The rope of affection had bounded everybody, tied everybody there to Janakpur. Then finally, Tulsidaji's, you will have to surmise what is going on behind the lines. Look at the line. Kausika Satananda Tava Jai Kaha Videha Nripahi Samujai Ab Dasirata Kaha Ayasu Dehu Jadyapi Chadina Sakahu Sanehu. Kausika Vishwamitra Rishi and Satananji Maharaj, both of them went to Janakji and Kaha Videha Nripahi Samujai, and they spoke and explained to Janakji Maharaj. Ab Dasharatha Kaha Ayastu Dehu. Now give Janakji Maharaj, give Dasharatji Maharaj the permission to go, to leave. That means what? Kaushika Rishi means Vishwamitraji and Satananji Maharaj, they went. They would not go by themselves. That it means that Dasharatji Maharaj would have told them, go and tell him now. You know, sometimes when this thing can't work, in Trinidad language, we say, the other thing will work. When this doesn't work, the other thing will work. Dasharatji himself has been asking all the days, please give permission to go. But now it sees the two rishis go together and they tell Janakji Maharaj, now let him go. That means Dasharatji Maharaj would have, well, we surmise, we don't know. Jadyapi Charina Sakahu Sani. Because of, even though you have so much of love and affection for him, and you don't want to let him go, but Bhalehi Nath Kahi Sachiva Bolai, and Bhale, then Janakji Maharaj also now said finally, when the two rishis came, Bhalehi, it's good. Then Kahi Sachiva Bolai, and he called all his ministers, and Kahi Jai, Jeev, see Satina Nai, they came and they bowed to the king. And then he said, Avadanat Chahat Chalana Bhitar Karahu Janao. The king of Ayodhya, Janakji Maharaj, now is addressing his ministers. The king of Ayodhya now wants to go. So, take the news inside. Bhitar Karahu Janao. Go and tell all the queens and everybody inside the palace, let them know. Bhay Prema Vasa Sachiva Suni Vipra Savhasada Rao. And all of them were taken over by so much of love, now thinking that our dear Dasharatji Maharaj is going to go. Puravasi Sunachalihi Bharata. When the people of Janakpur heard that the Bharat was going to return now, they Bhujata Bikala Paraspara Bhata. They were not sure, they were talking among themselves. Satya Gavanu. When they found out it was true, Suni Sabha Bilakhane, all of them now became sore distressed like that. Manahu Maja Sarasija Sakuchane. Like when the sun goes down and the lotus is all full of Jaha. Jaha Jaha Avata Base Bharati Taha Taha Siddh Chala Bahu Bhati. Chalahi Bharat Sunata Sabarani. Now the queens are also heard. It is after 333. The queens heard that the Bharat is going to go. Bharat is leaving. Bikala Meena Gana Janu Laghu Pani. The queens became like fish when the water is dried up. When water dried up, then the fish chatpatawe inside there. Is that a real word, Chatpatawe, yeah. We use that in Trinidad. That's a real Hindi word. Correct word. You have to just say the word correctly. When the fish, when the water go and the fish start chatpatawe. Chatpatana. Anyway, so the queens, Tulsidaji's description is like that. Huh? What is that? Bikala. Meenagana. That is called Bikal. that is the other word for become. Puni puni siya god kari lehi deya sis sikhavanu de. Now Sunayana, the mother, again and again kept Sita ji on her lap, and deya sis gave blessings and sikhavanu dehi. This is after after 333. Gave Sita ji good advice and all of that. Hoy hu santata piyahi piyari. You always make sure that you live and act and conduct yourself in such a way that your husband will always love you. That is the mother's chiru ahivat asisa hamari. And my blessings to you is that your married life will last forever. That is mother's blessing. Sasu sasura gura seva karehu. And do seva to your mother-in-law, father-in-law, and to the guru. This is Sunayana giving advice to Sita ji. Pati rukh lakhi ayasu anu sarehu. And see how your husband, now you see how we live in this house. This is very sound advice. How we live in this house is going to be different from how they live in that house. And so you have to see now how they live in that house, and you act accordingly so as not to bring disrepute to that house. That is the idea. And these are all simple but very profound things. Every time I read this line, even when we were doing Ramayana in Vedanta course, I remember a real story. When I was in law school, in the Mumbai High Court, a case came up where divorce cases, divorce settlement and all that kind of thing, big, because they were all rich millionaire people and all. And you know what was the basis for the divorce and all of that? The daughter-in-law came in this house, and in this house they don't eat onion and garlic. And in her house they used to eat onion and garlic. And that same little thing led to a big family dispute. Big family dispute led to divorce. Divorce led to big settlement of all of this property and money and all of this, because it's a rich family. What a high court. And real case. So, this sort of advice Sitaji's mother, Sunayana, is giving to Sitaji, but they'll live differently there. I know you're going to be living in that house. And this works across the board. We tell people also, if you're living in this ashram, this becomes your home. Isn't it? In your home, if you're walking out of your front door and you see a boulder in front of your front door, what you'll do? You'll leave it in your own house. So where you go to live, that becomes your home, and what is required to be done there, that has to be done there, like that. Anyway, Sunayana tells like this, and Atisane Sakhi Sayani Nari Dharma Sikhavahi Mridubani, and all of them, all the other elderly ladies and friends and everybody, they all gave Sitaji good advice about being a proper wife and all of that. They have experience. Sadara Sakala Kuvari Samujhai Ranina Bar Bar Uralai, and again, all the hugging and kissing and all the, you know the things. What is there? The traditional things. Bahuri Bahuri Be Tahim Hatari. Again and again, embracing Sita ji, the mother. Kai Biranchi Rachi Katanari. And Sunayana, she laments. I don't know why Brahmaji manifest women. That is all she said. I don't know why Brahmaji manifests women. Because, meaning to say, women suffer like anything. That is the only thing. Women suffer. And that is what you could surmise. It means Brahmaji manifests women to suffer. That is. Te avasar bhain sahita Ram Bhanukula Ketu. At that time now, when this is going on, Ram came. Bhagwan came there now. In Ranivas. Where all the queens were there. Chale Janak Mandir Murita Bida Karavana Hetu. Came to that place. Chariyo bhai sabha, and the four of them came, all of. Then all the queens and all the ladies there feasted their eyes on this most gracious Lord. Dekhi Rama chabi ati anuragi, prema vibasa puni puni mada lagi. All of them, so much love for Rama. Then Rama spoke. How suddenly he showed up there? Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
After 335. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
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 Bole Ram su avasar jani.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Seal sane kuch maya bani.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rao avadpur chahas aaye.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Rao avadpur chahat sikhaaye.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
विदा होन हम यहाँ पठाए.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
मातु मुदित मन आय सुदेहु.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
बालक जान करब नित नेहु.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय. बोले राम, बोले रामू. Suavasara Jani. All the queens were talking and all of them were there, this, that. Bhagavan waited until they finished and just came there. All of them talking and giving Sitaji's advice and this and that, and then suddenly Rama comes there and speaks. No, Tulsidaji also takes Suavasaru Jani, knowing now it's the proper time to talk. Sila Saneha Sakuchamaya, Sakuchamaya Bani. And he spoke also with such finesse, Bhagavan Ram, with so much of love and also feeling bashful. He spoke like that. What he told, we did not. Interestingly, I don't know. You have to give it some thought also. But so many things are left like that in Ramayana where you have to think and you could surmise and suggest things. Rao avadapura chahat siddhaye bidaho naham iha pathaye. The king of Ayodhya wants to go. And he has sent us here to say goodbye. He sent us to say goodbye. What you surmise from that? It appears as though Rama doesn't want to go. Or doesn't want to say goodbye. Or whatever you may surmise. And then he said the king wants to go. Rao avada pura chahata siddhai. The king of Ayodhya wants to go. He doesn't say we want to go. Then he says, he sent us to say goodbye. You see? And the presentation by Tulsidas ji leaves your mind now, you can think. Bidaho naham iha pathaye, he sent us. Matu mudita mana ayasu dehu. Ma, you give us permission to go now. Balak jani karabah nita nehu. You consider us like your own son. And now you give us permission to go. Sunata bachana bilakheu ranivasu bolina sakahi prema basa sasu. The mothers, when they heard with so much of love Bhagavan spoke and all, they could not say anything. Their hearts were all melted. Hridaya lagai kuwari sab linhi. And then, finally, last time now, Sunayana brought Sita ji to her heart, and then patina so binati atikinhi. And finally, now Sunayana gave Sita ji to Ram after, of course they gave in wedding already. This must be second Sunday, third Sunday, fourth Sunday, I don't know what Sunday, because they were there for so long. Tulsidas ji doesn't tell how long. Gave Sita ji to Ram, like that. Tulsidas ji praises. Kari vinayasi Ram samarpi jori kar puni puni kahe bali jau tat sujan tum kahu vidit gati sab ki ahe parivar purjan mohi rajahi pran priyasi jani vi tulsi sasil sanehu lakhi nij inkari kari mani bhi Shri Ramachandra Guru Kari binay si Ramahi samarpi. She surrendered Sita to Ram. Actually, nice word used also. See, she surrendered Sita ji to Ram because parents have a great attachment to children. Boys and girls, doesn't matter. Parents have an attachment to children. And attachment of no form is actually good. See, the biggest attachment in this whole spiritual path is attachment of the disciple to the Guru. That is the greatest attachment, the disciple to Guru. And in the spiritual path, even that is to be given up. What to talk about attachment to children? Attachment of disciple to Guru also is to be given up. What to talk about attachment to children? Which is lesser than that, you see. But Tulsidas ji's use of the word samarpi, samarpanam. Samarpanam means he surrendered. She surrendered. Sunayana surrendered Sita ji to Bhagwan Ram. Kari binayasi Ramahi samarpi jori kar puni puni kahe. And putting her hands together, Sunayana again and again, Bali jao taat sujan tum kahu vidita gati sab ki ahe. I lose myself before you. I am nothing before you. I surrender myself before you also. Sacrifice myself before you. And you already know she's telling Rama. Sunayana is addressing Rama not as son-in-law. Son-in-law like we know. Sunayana is addressing Rama like Bhagwan only. Kahu vidita gati sab ki hai. You know the destiny and heart of everybody. Parivar purajan. So there is no need for me to tell you this, but as a mother, I tell. Parivar purjana mohi Rama rajahi Prana priyasya janivi. You please know that Sita ji is like the life for all of these who are given. She gives a list there. For the parivar, for the whole family, Sita ji is like our life. Purajana, for all the people of Janakpur, Sita ji is like their life. Mohi, Raja, for me and for the king also. Prana priya. She's like our very life, Sita ji. Tulasi sasilu saneha lakhi nija kinkari kari manivi. With love, you make Sita ji your maid servant. Kinkari word is there. Maid servant. Tulasi sasilu saneha lakhi. Knowing that, hey Tulasis, how this word is so wonderful, rarely used in the Ramayana. Tulasis. Rama is called Tulasis. How Tulasis? Tulasi is. Tulasi is iti. Tulasis means the is, the Lord of Tulasi is Ram. So Sunayana, coming out from the mouth of Sunayana also. Very strange that's a thing. Eh? Sunayana is talking. Seeing Sita ji is very refined, the character and her deep affection and love. Lakhi, nija kinkari kari manibi. You make her your own maid servant like that. How the humility of Sunayana also. And the surrender and everything of Sunayana are wonderful. And here, the wife of Janakji Maharaj, and we see such wonderful character, and the choice of words in the presentation by Tulsidas, is amazing. And there in Ayodhya, we will also see this similar kind of thing for Kausalya. Tremendous personalities they were, not just any simple person. After all, she is the mother of Jagat Janani, Mother Sita. What type of character of womanhood she will embody, you see? She praises Bhagwan Ram, like Bhagwan only. Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Surthai. Tum paripuran kam, Jan siromani bhav priya, Jana gun gahak Ram, Dosh dalan karunayatana, Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai, Pavan sut Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo bhai sab santan ki jai. Sunayana tells us, Tum Paripuran Kama. You are the ones who have had all wishes fulfilled. There is nothing in this universe that Bhagwan wants. Or wants and cannot get. Even if he wants, that thing is already fulfilled. Nothing has to be said or done. That will just happen. That is Paripurana Kama. Jana Siromani. Among Gyanis, among all the knowledge, let's see in Hindi what it says. Sujana Siromani Ho. Among all the knowledgeable ones, you are Shiromani. Shiromani means crest jewel. Bhagwan Ram. Bhava Priya. Interesting word. Bhava Priya. Bhagwan likes bhav. If I'm singing a bhajan, and there are the words of the bhajan, and there is the music of the bhajan, and there are so many things included in the bhajan, isn't it? But he's bhava priya. He likes the bhav. See, we say that all the time, na? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Tadaham bhaktyupahritam. Offer even one leaf, one drop of water, one flower, one fruit, whatever. One. Bhagwan doesn't want. What is he looking for? Bhakti, love. Here, same thing. Here, bhava priya. He likes that bhav. Bhava priya, she calls Sunayana calls Bhagwan Ram. Janaguna Gahak, the one who sees all the great qualities in the bhaktas. How Bhagwan sees great quality in Vibhishan. He doesn't see Vibhishan as Rakshas. He never says, nobody says, Tulsidas also doesn't write. You see? He doesn't see Vibhishan as Rakshas. He sees all the good qualities in Vibhishan. He doesn't see Sugriv is Darpok. He sees all the good qualities in Sugriv, like that. So Jana Guna Gahak, that is the meaning of that. And then Dosha Dalan, and if they have any bad qualities, he removes that also. Kaisa hai Bhagwan? Kripalu Bhagwan. Karuna Yatana, he is the storehouse of Karuna. Asakahi rahi charana gahi rani prema pankajanu gira samani. Filled with so much of love. Again and again, Sunayana fell on the feet of Bhagwan Ram. This is a very rare thing. Suni Saneha Sani Barabani Bhavvidhi Ram Sasu Sanamani. And listening to the great affection and love from the Queen Mother, Bhagwan Ram praised her in so many ways and extolled her virtues. Rama Bidama Gatakara Jori Keen her Pranamu Bahori, and asking for permission again to go. Bhagwan putting his hand together and doing pranam to the mother. Paya Sisa Bahuri Sirunai Bhai Sahita Chale Ragurai. And along with his brothers, getting the permission to leave from the queen, Bhagwan Ram, now tried to set out. Manju Madhur Murati Ura Ani Bhai Saneha. Manju Madhura Murati Ura Ani Bhai Saneha Sithila Sava Rani. All expressing their great love and all that. Puni Dhiraju Dhari Kuari Hakari Bara Bara Bhetahi Mehtari. And again she brought Sita ji back to her heart now. She's not leaving. Vedas series all about it. When you go to the wedding and when time is over and the Dulahin have to go in that car, that time you have to go and see. Pauncha wahi phiri milahi bahori बढ़ी परस्पर प्रीति न थोरी पुनि पुनि मिलत सखिना बिलगाई बाल बच्चा जिमी धेनु लगाई. So all nice lines for you to read at home. Prema vipasana ranadi sava sakhina sahita ranivasa manahuki nabidehu pura karuna biraha nivasu. Then Tulsidashi's description, a very nicely see this. Sukha sarika janaki jaye. That those parrots and maina birds that Sita ji had, what we say in Trinidad, mine from small. Mine from small. Parrot and maina bird that she had taken care of from baby. Kanakapinjaranhi raki padhaye. And she had kept them in golden cages. Cage make out of gold. And padhaye, taught them to talk. She had taught the parrot and maina bird to talk. See, Tulsidas ji is giving that description for us to give some thinking also. Some thinking to that whole thing. Actually, one of the reasons why Sita ji was imprisoned in Lanka, because she had kept bird in cage. And actually Tulsidas ji is writing, and his use of words will make us think really deeply. He says she kept them in golden cages. And you have heard me say countless times, iron chain and golden chain makes no difference, because in any case you are chained. Correct or not? If somebody take golden chain and they bind you, will that make you happier? It will not make you happier. You are bound. Iron chain, golden chain, doesn't matter. The fact is you are chained. So, chicken wire cage and golden cage, chicken wire is actually a proper English word. Yes, you see in the dictionary, you'll see. Chicken wire. Chicken coop, I don't know. But chicken wire is a proper English word. You go anywhere in America, anywhere, in Midwest, and you say chicken wire, they know what you're talking about. So if you make the cage from chicken wire, or you make the cage from golden wire, it is still all the same. So that, but I'm telling, Tulsidas is telling a different story. No, I just veered off to tell this thing, this point, right? Tulsidas is telling a different story, but in the choice of the word, he says that Kanakapinjaranhi Rakhi, means she kept them in golden cages, which makes us think. He chooses that word. Vyakula kahi kaha vaidehi. In sore distress these birds were. This is the story he's telling now. Sore distress these birds were. Kaha vaidehi. They were crying out, where is Vaidehi? The birds also. Sunidhi Raja Paraharahuna Yehi. Nobody could keep back their tears, as it were, when this was heard. Tulsidas ji's comment now. This. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama
Bhaye Vikal Khag Mriga Ehi Bhati Manojad Sa कही जाती
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
भय विकल खग मृग एहि भांति मनुज दशा कैसे कही जाती
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Tulsidas ji's comment is moving one. Bhaye Bikala Khaga Mriga Ehi Vati. That if the birds and animals were so distressed at the departure of Sita ji, Manuja dasa kaise kahi jati. What to talk about the condition of the human beings, all who were there. Sita ji is leaving. Bandhu samet now. That is one thing over. Sita ji's mother is embracing her again and again, and Bhagavan Ram is trying to say goodbye, but this is not going to happen. There, Dasharatha ji Maharaj tried to say goodbye for such a long week, so I don't know how many weeks pass or whatever. And then the rishis have to go and tell Janak ji Maharaj. Now Bhagavan Ram came here to say goodbye. Now the mother said, okay, she gave permission for goodbye and all. Before Bhagavan Ram could go, Janak ji Maharaj came now. She took Sita, she described. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
बंधु समेत जनक तब आए, प्रेम उमग लोचन जल छाए।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
सिय बिलो की वीरता भागी, रहे कहावत परम विरागी।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
लीनी राय उर लाल जानकी, मिटी महामर जात ज्ञान की।
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Bandhu Samet, along with his brother now, Janak ji Maharaj came there. Janaku aaye, tab aaye, prema umagi lochan jala chhaye. Sunayana crying that side. Sita ji crying that side. All the women of the palace crying that side. All the other princesses crying there. Janak ji Maharaj committed better now. Now he crying too. Everybody crying. Lochan jala chai. With what? Tears of love, Tulsidaji describes. The tears of love. Siya bilo ki dhirta bhagi. Rahe kahavat param viragi. Rahe kahavat param viragi means Janakji Maharaj is known to be a supreme viragi. Totally detached from all things and detached from his own body also. But Tulsidas ji writes at that time, Siya Biloki, seeing Sita ji, dhirta bhagi. All vairagya and all went out the door. All his inner strength went away, seeing Sita ji. Leen hiraya uralai Janaki. He again, not again, but now he also embraced Sita ji. Miti maha marjad jnanaki. And all his great knowledge which he has about the oneness of Brahman and the absolute reality and all of that. Miti. Miti means departed, went away. In this meeting of Sita ji here now, because it is goodbye time. Samujhavat sab sachiv sayane kini vicharuna avasara jane. And then his ministers and all, they told Maharaj, the ministers who were Janakji's ministers, Maharaj, you are the king, you know, not a good time to be crying and all, you know, always crying and thing. Not a good thing. Janakji, okay, stop. Janakji stopped crying immediately after being told by his ministers. Barahi bar suta urelai saji sundar palaki magai. And again he embraced Sita ji and ordered, now he's like king now, he's going to take back the king's role. He ordered, bring the most saji sundar, beautiful palanquin. Palanquin? Palaki in Hindi here. Palaki easy. Palanquin. No other English word for that? Huh? Doli is not in English. Doli charke, dulhanu sasural chali, doli charke. Anybody know this song? You should sing. Now is the time only. Prema vivasa parivar sabo jani sulagan nares. The king knew now it was the time. the right time, Sulagan, or the right time for going, or Kuari Chadhai, Palkinha, Sumire Siddhi Ganesh. And now, alighting that, climbing up on that palanquin, remembering Lord Ganesh. He also, now the king also, he also went up on. Then, Bhavidhi Bhupasuta Samujhai, Nari Dharamu, Kulariti Sikhai. This is after 2, 3, 8. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Baho Vidhi Bhup Suta Samjhai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Nari Dharam Kulari Sikhai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Baho Vidhi Bhup Suta Samjhai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Nari Dharam Kulariti Sikhai.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram,
Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Raghurama,
Jaya Rama.
Jaya Sita Rama,
Sita
Ram. Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Even though now just there's the mention of climbing up on the palanquin and all of that, Bahuvidhi Bhupasuta Samujhaya, again and again he explains to her Nari Dharma, the duties and behavior of women, what conduct of women and all that, and Kulariti, the conduct or the family rules, and all, again both mother and father. And Sita ji didn't say, "It's okay, Dad, it's okay, Mom told me already." Sita ji didn't say that. She listened patiently. See, Achala Vyakula Pura Basi. All the people of Janakpur became so distressed, so agitated in mind, so sad. Hohi Saguna Suva Mangala Rasi. But they knew it also. It was the right time to depart. There's time for departing also. And also there were good signs everywhere. Everything was looking good. Bhusura Sachiva Sameta Samaja Sangachale Pahucha Vana Raja. And Janakji Maharaj also now decided he will go and reach them. We say reach them. What is the proper English phrase for that? No, reach them means he will take them or he will accompany them. Janakji Maharaj decided, I will accompany them. And Tulsidaji leaves it open. Accompany them where? All the way to Ayodhya? It doesn't say. Janakji Maharaj decides, I will go and accompany them. Samaya biloki bajane, bajane, baje, ratat gaja, baji, baratanhi, tinhi, baratinha, saje. All the elephants, horses, chariots, everything now. To the sounds of drums and trumpets and all the various types of musical instruments and all, they all left. Dasharathji Maharaj gave dan to all the brahmanas and all the different people who were there. And so many. Dasharathji Maharaj doesn't cease in giving dan. He goes on. Sumiri Gajananu Kina Payana Mangalamul Saguna Bae Nana. Dasharathji Maharaj also now remembering Lord Ganesh and seeing all the good signs there. Suraprasuna Barashahi Maharashi. What the gods rained down flowers, what to say? Again, no, last night we find out where they got it from. The Kalpataru, Surataru, they get from that tree. बहुरी बहुरी Kosalapati kahi Janaku Prabes Pire Nachahi. And again now Dashrath Maharaj tells to Janak, they are going. They left. Are go back na. Go back home, you left your kingdom and everything. Janakji Maharaj not going. Punikaha Bhupa Bachana Suhaye Piriya Mahisa Duri Bari Aye Rao Bahori Ut. Then Rao Bahori Utari Bhaye Thare Prema Prabaha Vilochana Badhe. Janakji Maharaj. Tulsidas here. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Bahuri Bahuri Kosalapati kahi Janak prema vasa phire na chahi.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Punikah Bhupati Bachan Suhaye Phiriya Mahis Turi Bari Aaye.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Rao Bahori Utari Bhai Thare Prema Prabha Vilochana Mare.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Syavar Ramachandra ki Jai. So many places along the way Dasharathji Maharaj told to Janakji, please you go back home now. Janaka prema basa phirai na chahi. And Janakji, out of love, he overwhelmed with love, he did not want to go back home. Punikaha Bhupati Bachana Suhai. And then Dasharathji Maharaj thinks now, what is this? This king is not going back home. We come here and we get 4 dulahin. We didn't come here to get a king also. Anyway, with great love and affection for Janakji, Dasharathji Maharaj now came down from his chariot. Stop everything. Came down from that chariot, and now with his eyes also welled up in tears, he tells to Janakji Maharaj that you will have to go. It is only good thing, proper thing for you to go back. We know that you have so much love for Janaki and you have so much love for all of us also. But see, this is how even Janakji Maharaj, who is called as Videha, who is called as Parama Biragi, who is called as so many Parama Jnani, all of that, because of love for Jagat Janani Sita ji, he also now all the way goes, Taba Videha Bole Kar Jori Bachana Saneha Sudha Janu Bori. This is just before 340. Karao Bachana Vidhi Binaya Banai Maharaj Muhi Dini Barai. He tells to Dasharathji Maharaj that you really made my you accentuated the esteem of my family. Right? Janakji Maharaj went on praising Dasharathji Maharaj like that. Kosalapati Samadhi Sajana Sanmane Sabhavati Milani Paraspara Binaya Ati Pritina Hridaya Samati. And now 2 of them, the 2 Samadhi they are called. Samadhi is, what is here? And we still use that word in Trinidad, you know? Yeah. Samadhi. Embracing each other and showing so much of love and all to each other. Milani paraspara binaya ati pritina hridaya samati. And their heart not being able to contain the love for each other. And so, saying goodbye is actually not an easy thing like this, but saying goodbye is also a good thing. Sometime everybody will have to part and depart, isn't it? So we learn from the Ramayana like this, that when our time has come, we express the love and all of that, but it is something which is essential. But there we have reached 3:40, the target for today. Now Janakji Maharaj will turn back. We'll see that. Leave him a little while. That's what I'm enjoying. We'll see that tomorrow. He'll turn back then. Huh? Okay. I was thinking today, how Sita ji has left Janakpur. Sita ji has left. Sita ji is Parameshwar Shakti, Parameshwar Shakti means the power of Parameshwar. So power left us today also. The whole country, And not I'm telling for serious also, in this Ramayana, so many things are just happening in tandem, like what is going on in Ramayana, we are experiencing things outside also. Alignment, perfect alignment. Many things are happening like that. I've been seeing since we started. Wonderful alignment of so many things. It means Trinidad and Tobago had to have this 108 days Ramayana like this at this time and all. So power went. Power left. We say power went, na? All right. So we'll see when power will reach back Ayodhya. Okay. Few announcements and then we'll have Aarti. Jalpan extravaganza on the 6th of March. Right here at the ashram, we'll be having food fair. You all please come and see from 12 noon to 4 p.m. on the 6th of March. So many things will be there to eat and drink, all vegetarian stuff. If you can donate any of the ingredients, there is an ingredient list. Tonight you might not be able to see it, but you can inquire tomorrow. Saturdays, we are having sanskar for children online from 9 to 11. Please sign up your children to learn mantra chanting, Sanskrit, stories, bhajans, ityadi. Saturdays. Okay. Duha chanting today. Brahmacharis chant? Okay. Shiv Ganga Mahayatra, Shiv Ganga Yatra will be having on 27th. We'll be walking around Hanumanji at the Datta Yoga Center 108 times, starting at 4 a.m., 27th February. That is just coming up. Okay. Tomorrow, Aruka Sai Center. Tomorrow we'll be in Aruka Sai Center. Please look out for the Waze and Google Map and all. You'll find the place. Bisnath Ramdin, better known as Siv, will receive the token today. This is whole Ramayana in English. Enjoy. Siv has been here in this ashram before all of you. This ashram, first we built a little hut. You know where Chick Den is right now? There was a little hut there. From that time, Siv here. Long, long time. Correct or not? Correct. He also helped build it. That's where he now get the land. This is 1999. How long ago? So, and still here. So wonderful. All right. We'll see then tomorrow in Aruka. आरती के लिए सब खड़े हो जाइए. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की. यावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष अरु सारद बरनी पवन सुत कीरति
भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति
यावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनिजन धन संतन को सर्वस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही
भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति
गावत संतत शंभु भवानी अरुघत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि वर्ज बखानी काग भूषुंड गरुड़ के
भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति
कलिमल हरनि विषय रस फीकी सुभग सिंगार मोदी जुबती की दलन रोग भव मूरी अमी की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की
भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति ललित ललित सियति
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम
जय राम जय राम मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलाय च नो हरिः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव।